Hey there, plant lovers. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, this is the place where we talk all things plants, from easy houseplants to garden favorites that make your home feel alive and refreshing. Now, let's talk about one of the most iconic and useful plants out there, the aloe vera plant. This amazing succulent isn't just a pretty addition to your home, it's known for its soothing, healing gel that's great for burns, skin care, and even hair treatments. But despite how easy it looks, many people end up with droopy, discolored, or dying aloe plants. So today, I'm breaking down 10 aloe vera care tips that you absolutely need to know, whether you're growing it indoors or outdoors. These tips will help you keep your aloe happy, thriving, and full of that cool, healing gel we all love. Ready? Let's dive right in. Give it bright, indirect sunlight. Aloe vera loves light, it's a sun-loving plant at heart. But here's the key, it prefers bright, indirect sunlight rather than harsh, direct rays. If it's placed in a window where the afternoon sun hits hard, those thick leaves can actually get sunburned, turning brown or reddish at the edges. Indoors, your best spot is a south or west-facing window where the plant can soak in plenty of filtered sunlight. Outdoors, place it somewhere it gets morning sun and afternoon shade. If your aloe's leaves start stretching or leaning toward the light, that's a sign it's not getting enough sunlight. Just move it a little closer to the light source, and it'll perk up in no time. Water deeply, but sparingly. Here's the golden rule, less is more when it comes to watering aloe vera. Because it's a succulent, aloe stores water in its thick, fleshy leaves. Overwatering is one of the most common mistakes people make, and it often leads to root rot, which is almost impossible to fix once it starts. So, how should you water? Wait until the soil is completely dry before you water again. When you do water, give it a deep soak so the water runs out through the drainage holes, then leave it alone until it's dry again. If you're unsure whether to water or not, always wait a few more days. Aloe would rather be a little dry than too wet. During winter, when the plant goes semi-dormant, you can reduce watering to about once a month. Use a well-draining soil mix. Aloe vera's roots don't like to sit in moisture, so soil drainage is everything. If you use regular potting soil, it'll hold too much water and suffocate the roots. Instead, use a cactus or succulent mix, or make your own by mixing 2 parts potting soil, 1 part perlite, and 1 part coarse sand. This creates a light, airy soil that lets water drain quickly and keeps roots healthy. You can even add a handful of small gravel at the bottom of the pot for extra drainage. Pick the right pot. Choosing the right pot is just as important as choosing the right soil. Go for a pot with drainage holes, that's non-negotiable. Without them, water gets trapped, and your plant's roots will rot. Terracotta or clay pots are perfect because they're porous and help the soil dry out faster. Plastic or ceramic pots can also work, but you'll need to be extra careful not to overwater. Also, don't go for a pot that's too large. A pot that's just one size bigger than the root ball is ideal. Aloe likes to feel slightly snug in its container. Separate the offsets, don't overcrowd. As your aloe grows, you'll start to notice small baby plants, called pups or offsets, growing around the base. These are great because they mean your aloe is healthy. But if they're left to grow too long, they'll start competing for nutrients and space. Once these pups are about 3 to 4 inches tall, gently remove them and replant them in their own pots. You can do this by carefully pulling them apart from the mother plant, making sure each has some roots attached. This not only gives you more aloe plants to keep or gift, but it also keeps your main plant happy and thriving. Adjust light during winter. In the colder months, sunlight levels drop, and aloe growth slows down. If you're keeping it indoors, try to give it 6 to 8 hours of bright light daily. Move it closer to a window or rotate it occasionally so all sides get even light. If your home doesn't get much sun, a full-spectrum grow light is a great investment. It mimics natural sunlight and keeps your aloe healthy year-round. Avoid placing your aloe too close to cold windows or heating vents. Cold drafts and dry air can stress the plant and damage the leaves. Prune dead or damaged leaves. Pruning helps keep your aloe looking fresh and encourages new growth. If you notice leaves that are yellowing, brown, or shriveled near the base, it's best to remove them. Use a clean, sharp pair of scissors or pruning shears and cut as close to the base as possible. This not only improves the plant's appearance but also prevents pests or fungus from developing on decaying leaves. Always clean your tools before and after cutting to avoid spreading any disease between plants. Feed occasionally, don't over-fertilize. Aloe vera is not a heavy feeder. It does just fine without frequent fertilization, but an occasional feeding can encourage faster and healthier growth. Use a diluted, balanced liquid fertilizer, like October 10, or a fertilizer made specifically for succulents and cacti. Feed your aloe once every 2 to 3 months during spring and summer, and skip feeding altogether in fall and winter. Too much fertilizer can burn the roots and cause weak, leggy growth, so always go light. Harvest aloe leaves the right way. If you use aloe vera gel for skincare or minor burns, you'll want to harvest the leaves properly. Always cut the outermost, oldest leaves first, these are the thickest and most mature. Use a clean, sharp knife to cut the leaf close to the base. After cutting, let the yellow sap, called aloin, drain out for a few minutes. This sap can irritate some people's skin, so it's best to remove it before use. Once drained, you can slice open the leaf and scoop out the clear gel inside. Avoid harvesting too many leaves at once, let your plant recover before the next cut so it can continue to grow strong. Watch for common problems. Even though aloe is tough, it's not invincible. If your leaves are mushy or soft, that usually means overwatering or poor drainage. If they're thin and curling, your aloe might need more sunlight or water. Also, keep an eye out for pests like mealybugs, aphids, or scale insects. They often appear as tiny white spots or sticky residue on the leaves. Wipe them off with a cotton swab dipped in rubbing alcohol, or rinse the plant gently with a mild soap solution. Healthy aloe leaves should be plump, upright, and firm, so any major change in appearance is your plant's way of asking for help. And there you have it, 10 aloe vera plant care tips that'll help your plant stay lush, green, and full of life. Herb. Aloe vera is one of the easiest houseplants to care for once you understand its needs. It's forgiving, low maintenance, and doubles as a natural home remedy. What's not to love? If you found these tips helpful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more plant care videos, and drop a comment below telling me how your aloe is doing or what plant you'd like me to cover next. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, happy planting.